Hello one and all, Mickey here. What's that? Another catch-up video? So yes, I want to talk to you guys quickly about what is going to happen with 7 Days to Die now that we've finally finished a 7 Days to Die City Slicker challenge. What's that? You haven't watched the video yet? Well, spoilers, I guess. That's why I posted this catch-up video after I posted them in a particular order, so, you know. Anyway, so what's going to happen now that we've finally finished our first City Slicker challenge in 7 Days to Die? Well, tomorrow, or maybe the day after, I'm going to be posting the first of several Fallout 4 videos that will feature Scotchmo the Hobo, he'll be returning, and Van Dorn, I've not forgotten about him, and it'll be Fallout 4 in the flavour of 7 Days to Die. All the enemies will be zombies, a lot of them, 3 zombies for every enemy spawn in the game, and at 10 o'clock at night until 6 in the morning, the zombies will all become sprinters. Yes, that's a thing I've done with the mods, and I've also installed a mod that reduces the amount of loot you get. So as you can imagine, there won't be very many episodes of this. I wouldn't imagine more than 5 or 6, but as well as this, you guys have probably noticed in the series of 7 Days to Die, I've mentioned about doing a co-op series with Mousebouts and Vanguard. 2 weeks ago I tried with Mal and Vanguard. It didn't go too well. We had a lot of server issues, I'm probably showing on the screen right now. And after that, I tried with Vanguard for 2 or 3 hours to find a way to make the server more stable, and we're talking about 7 Days to Die Alpha 15, by the way, not 16. And I think we eventually worked out, so we just need to do a quick trial run. Mal, Vanguard and I play the game for a couple of days and see how things go, see if it is stable. But seeing as we couldn't do a proper series for the past 2 weeks, at this point we're probably going to wait for Sabouts to join us as well, because he couldn't join us first time round. And when this will all happen, I'm not entirely sure. Next week or the week after, we're going to have to see. But, of course, when will the solo City Slicker Challenge return to the channel? Don't worry guys, it is not gone forever. Just because it is completed, there are other things we can do. Firstly, I'm not going back to Alpha 16. When Alpha 17 gets released, I don't know when, honestly. Seriously, not exaggerating, it could be a year's time. When they do Alpha 17, I'll probably give it a go. But we're going to be going back to Alpha 15. And what I'm going to try and do is, using the config edits, is increase the size of the central city, the hub city, by, I don't know, like 50%, not a huge amount, and then make a new rule saying that once we get to the city, we cannot leave at all. So no going to other towns to go loot them. All we've got is the hub city. If we can't find what we need there, then we're screwed. Of course, that means I need to make sure that we get like 300 or 400 or 500 clay before we get to the hub city, because there's no leaving. But guys, that will not be for a couple of months. I am giving solo 7 Days to Die a little bit of a break. Beyond that, I don't really know. XCOM news? There isn't really any news. It's still continuing. Next week will be the Sink Their Battleship mission, which will feature a minimum of 2 cyber discs, and I'm pretty sure like 40 or 50 enemies. It's going to be the biggest mission we've had since that large landed in Epic Hour, where we took command, as it were, the medal. And what else am I going to do after the Fallout 4 series ends, and before a new solo 7 Days to Die City Slicker Challenge begins? I'm kind of reluctant to say, but I've been thinking about doing an Invisible War run on the highest difficulty. I think it's called Expert Plus, but take that with a pinch of salt, we'll see. I don't entirely know if my skills are going to be up to the challenge. And of course, there is Hand of Fate 2. I'm releasing a quick look video either tomorrow or the day after, probably the day after, because I still haven't finished editing it. It's like an hour and a half long, unedited. In it, I'm going to go into a few details about why I'm not going to be doing a full series right now of Hand of Fate 2. Long story short, A, there's no difficulty modifier in the game, which means I can't increase the game via a difficulty slider or picking a different character to lower my health or increase the speed of the game. And I'm not really keen on doing bare bones vanilla runs of games, because I kind of want all my series on my channel to be unique in some way. So until they change something, until they add a difficulty modifier, which I'm sure they will. I'm pretty sure the extra characters in Hand of Fate 1, they added in a DLC or an update. So I'm sure they'll do something similar. Even if it is just a difficulty slider, I'm sure they'll add it. The second reason, which really bugs me about Hand of Fate 2, is the writing is even smaller than it was in Hand of Fate 1, and there are no options to increase the writing or the font at all. And like I say in the Quick Look series, devs, if you're making a game where you spend literally half of your time reading, give us an option to increase the size of the text. I mentioned that in a tweet, and the devs actually replied saying it's not going to be an easy fix, but they're going to look into it. I responded I'd happily accept a hack like I did with Xenonauts. I hacked some of the text files, I found a way to do it on the forums, and forcibly increased the size of the font via that. And it was messy, it took several attempts to work out the maximum font size that the game menus can handle before the font actually kind of disappears off the screen or out of the boxes, but at least there was a way. So yeah guys, that is it. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you guys in another video. Fallout 4 tomorrow, hopefully, and a quick look at Hand of Fate 2 either the day after or the day after that. Thanks for listening, and bye-bye.